we then managed to get through to the English final. I don't seem to have any record of how we got there, or whether the last thing was a semi-final or whatever, but we got through to the English final. And not only that, but we won an award at NODA, and we had to go to a room to get that. And this is the accolade for our production of Stop the Traffic. So another little award. And then we went to the English final.
Where was that?
In Burton-on-Trent.
Okay.
Yeah. And the English final. So the review of this from Paul Fowler, who had loved our Dan Nolan production.
Yes, you were very excited to have him back.
Very excited to see what Paul would think. Yeah. And
because he would have seen Alex.
Yes, he would have seen Alex in Dan Nolan. So and it was lovely to meet him. And so we just felt we're with supporters here. And there are those drama festivals, adjudicators, where you think they don't really like our style of theatre. But we had a feeling that, yeah, we might be able to be the English champions. You never know. But also the fact we hadn't won that first one, there was in the back of our minds, let's imagine those things. So we didn't. His review, I'm only going to do some extracts, but it's quite interesting because the things they pick out are really good for drama students to be aware of, because they're picking things that are good or challenging, and here he challenged us as well. Echoes of theatre practitioners: Brecht, who I have heard of; Grotowski, who I have no idea about at all, and do you know about him?
Yeah, we did some at circus.
Right. And Boal, who I do know a little bit about, to name three that came immediately to mind. My inspiration has always been David Bowie, who's from music. And the author follows their lead in making little or no attempt at balance and or even-handedness. So that he's, very much starting off. Oh gosh, maybe he's not going to like it so much. Lighting was carefully thought out and operated with care and precision. Great. Areas were well defined and moods emphasised with the judicial sense of colour when required. Danny, thank you. You're always so careful in what you do for OYT, and big thanks. The purpose-written musical underscore, thanks Dave, added in no small measure to the success of the production. And if you listen to the music on the DVD, I can still hear that music, dum dum da da da, still in my mind.
And having working with him, having him working with us on the floor
during rehearsal, yeah,
was amazing, because he said, "Oh, how long is that going to take you? The sequence that you're creating?" We'd say it's going to take this long, and on the fourth bar of that, we want a little chime here. Cool, and then we could show it, and so that was lovely to have that immediate.
And again, no professional production could afford. Well, I say no. No small-scale professional production could afford to have these people. Here was Dave giving us this just to get experience. So we really benefited as a student company from time. We'd had a year preparation, 3 nights a week for the whole year, and then another 2 terms to put this on. I mean, it was a gigantic R&D, I guess. The music complemented on-stage action, heightening the emotion at times, signalling a change of mood at others. Top-class work. He obviously liked the performance. This was one of those occasions where every particular of stage presentation was appropriate to the piece being performed. We felt we were doing well. Direction. If ever a piece of theatre required a thorough thought approach in order to make this work, this is it. And this, I have to say, didn't come from me again. It came from us all being part of something that we all cared about equally. And so it wasn't the work of a direction. This production ticked all the above boxes, fusing physical and vocal storytelling in a thrilling and wholehearted approach to the challenges posed by the writing. And the writing did impose challenges, because if you look at the script, it's lumps of text, and you've got to find a way through that. The trick of using the body locking and popping really helped give us something to hang on. But we were determined to make this a physical production. An awe-inspiring opening performed with the company's trademark verve and discipline. That's him referring back to Dan Nolan. The ensemble narration was very impressive indeed, a standard of choral speaking that I hear all too rarely, as disciplined and well drilled as the physical action. I particularly admired the way in which the story swept along with swift illustration from the chorus of such things as an escape from the police or the crowded area of the charity's shelter. The way in which these portrayals were conjured up and allowed to register with the audience for just the right amount of time before moving on was just great. And I remember devising these scenes and just saying to the cast, we've got to make the action look like the words and what's happening. So if we build a house, let's get 2 people to build a little house like that. So we just do stuff and animate it. And everybody was incredibly creative. Game of cricket. We need a game of cricket for this 5 words. Game of cricket happened for 5 words, and on the 6th word we're into something different. I can remember loving doing that and feeling, yeah, this is really working. I felt a lighter touch might pay dividends. Sometimes it was heavy-handed. I believe it diminishes the power of the material we were delivering. So we did get criticism. You know, it wasn't all gold dust pouring down on us. Phil Lane, Alex, great casting, considerable stage presence and a rare ability to appear both strong and compassionate. Sincere, honest and truthful performance that serves the Stop the Traffic campaign and the real Phil Lane very well indeed. What a lovely review. Steve Chalk, Mike Mears, amiable, sincere and open performance. Most of all, you made him likeable. Well done. Veronica, you brought a terrific physicality to the role. Predators. These are the recipients of my Adjudicators Award, and they brought a completely fresh, new dimension to the production. Your ability to physicalise through body popping and locking even the most abstract of concepts was breathtaking. The opening sequence in particular was lifted to new heights by your contribution. Outstanding work. Good?
That's pretty good.
Rachel. So this is lovely. Tasha. I like your concept of the character and you were vocally very clear. Just watch you don't sacrifice any of that clarity when you have to speed up your delivery. Again, a really helpful piece of advice for Tasha for the future. And if you see her in I Love You, Mum, just almost the perfect performance. Suni, an attractive, wide-eyed performance of great charm and innocence. Exactly what's required here.
Is that Kyle?
And I think that's either Kyle or Callum. I don't know whether it was the day that Callum couldn't, Kyle couldn't appear. So we had, yeah. By the end of the performance, I felt absolutely exhausted, as if I'd been browbeaten in submission by the power and energy of storytelling. I strongly feel this is an amazingly powerful production that could be improved further by the introduction of an occasional let-up to the unrelenting assault on the audience. What we got was an energetic and highly focused team giving dramatic and physical expression to a truly important and overlooked issue. And this back in 2010 didn't exist in anybody's discussion really other than Stop the Traffic. The ensemble playing under a truly creative director, under a truly creative team of youth actors, was imaginative, committed and disciplined, producing memorable sequences. It's compelling and a harrowing climax to the English Final, and a thoroughly deserved to win a place representing England in the British finals. I wish you all the best of good fortune in the future. And there we are, the whole cast.
Looking incredibly happy.
Yeah, we were. We genuinely were.
We did it.
We were through to the British finals representing England and pride of the Academy. It was fantastic to be in that situation. So off we went to Scotland, and this is where again the professionalness of the Academy came in. Kate managed to generate funds to get us there and overcame all manner of difficulties when we had cast members attending Glastonbury and she had to fly them up to arrive on time. So hats off to the Academy and their professionalism, and John Cunningham for again managing the PR that we suddenly faced, that we wouldn't have known what to do with. Just wonderful. Thank you.